What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE Content. And let's talk about the third straight crazy week of the new year of the WWE. Now, Monday Night Raw. Belfast, Northern Ireland. Finn Balor's home country, a best warm homecoming welcome party he could ever ask for. He fought against CM Punk for the WWE Championship. On top of that, we got a Saturday main event coming up tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific time for Rhea and Io versus Roxanne and Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. We got Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles, the rivalry of a lifetime, stirring up one last time at Saturday main event. We got the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes non-title match. Then, speaking of title matches, the Fatal 4-Way to whoever wins faces Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. Damian Priest, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, and Sami freaking Zayn. What a freaking week. And I gotta say, Monday Night Raw, man. I mean, what does I say about that? I was so happy. The main event was Finn and CM Punk. The match, Finn Balor doing his original entrance like he did back in NXT all those years ago. His whole family behind him, the fans behind him, everybody cheering his name. But he came up short in the end. And I was so mad. I was bummed. I was sad. I was pissed off. Like, this man has worked in this company for 10 years. The inaugural Universal Champion couldn't get a freaking break to becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I'm not saying he will get another title shot. He will. But it has to be at WrestleMania. Think about it. Look at the track record when it came to the Judgment Day. The old Judgment Day when it was Damian, Finn, Rhea, and Dom. Everybody who was in Judgment Day had their big moment. WrestleMania 39, Rhea Ripley main event and she beats Charlotte Flair on night 1. WrestleMania 40, Damian Priest cashes in and becomes World Heavyweight Champion at the 40th WrestleMania, the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania. Let's put it that way. WrestleMania 41, Dom and Finn in a fatal four for the Intercontinental Championship. And Dominic frog splashes his own Judgment Day brother, pins the man, and he wins the whole thing. Now, WrestleMania 42, I'm praying, I'm hoping to the gods above us that Finn Balor wins. If he has to win at the Royal Rumble, if he has to win the Elimination Chamber, I don't care which PLE he wins as long as he gets a title shot at WrestleMania. That's the bigger picture. He needs a win at WrestleMania. The past few WrestleManias he had some good wins. The others weren't good wins. Some were title shots, some were non-title shots, and he still couldn't get the upper hand. Now, this is his time. Now, don't get me wrong. I love CM Punk. He was born and raised in Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago. We both love the Cubs or whatever. We both love wrestling. But dude, it's time, bro. I mean, it's time for you to pass the torch. And pass it to Finn. He's done so much for that company. You don't even know what he has done. When he was at NXT, after he was let go, he went to Japan for a few years. He created the Bullet Club. He created so much like curiosity for the WWE. He made magic happen in that ring. And he did at that main event fight in Monday Night Raw. He did come up short, but at the end of the day, he picked his head up, he he dusted off his shoulders, and he had the best homecoming welcoming he could ever have in his home country. And with that, I'd say a winless situation, but at the end of the day, he will get his title shot. Now, besides that, the Monday Night Raw was pretty epic, actually. I mean, the Luchadors, Ray, Penta, and Dragon Lee beat the crap out of the Vision, thanks to Adam Pierce, actually, because not only he caught the brass knuckles from Austin Theory, but he leaves them in the middle of the ring. Rey Mysterio grabs it, they cheat in a way, and they win the whole thing. Cause I'm like, you know what, dude? Let that be it. Because hello, the Vision has been cheating more times I can count to win matches. Better yet, they've made disqualifications happen in their matches. But see, that's the craziest thing. Like, You want to prove to everybody that Austin Theory, Logan Paul, they can wrestle. I mean, we know Braun Breaker can wrestle, and we know Braun Theory can wrestle, but you never prove Austin Theory and Austin Theory and Logan Paul. And every time you try, Braun Breaker, Braun Theory comes up, they beat everybody else, and then it's a no contest match. So like, what's the point? Like, are you like honestly, what's the point about that? Like either kick out Logan Paul, kick Austin Theory, kick out whoever you think is not good for the vision. In my case, is Logan Paul. I'm just saying. But still, you keep doing that. What's the point of having a faction if they're not going to win any gold? So far, they haven't won any gold, and it's been months since Crown Jewel. It's been almost months since they kicked out freaking Seth Rollins due to an injury he had in the shoulder at Crown Jewel against Cody Rhodes. Like, come on, dude. When is enough enough? Now, the men's division right now, it's looking a little bit slow on Raw. But the women's division, oh my god, what a freaking crazy turn of events. I mean, Raquel Rodriguez going after Stephanie Foucault for the Women's World Championship. Liv and Roxanne going after Rhea and Io for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Natalia Neihart, the legacy of the Hart Foundation, betrays Maxine Dupree and lets Becky Lynch win? Like, what? Are you freaking kidding me? I gotta say, Natalia turning heel for like I think the second time. I think. Oh my god, it was perfect. I mean, think about it. She's a legacy. Her father's Jim Neihart. Her uncle's Brett the Hitman Hart, the legendary Hart Foundation that built the company from the '80s. Like, oh my god. And her being a heel, I mean, look, I've seen this girl wrestle as a good guy. I've seen her wrestle as a bad guy once or twice with her husband. TJ Wilson. On top of that, she was the Divas champion, the SmackDown Women's champion. Again, like I said, she has a legacy. So for her to turn heel, I mean, it's to perfection. I cannot wait to see how her heel turn carries out in the leading weeks to in the leading week to the Royal Rumble, plus leading weeks to Elimination Chamber, and then to WrestleMania. Like that's going to be a whirlwind of crazy events for her, especially to have a rivalry with Maxine Dupree. That's going to elevate her even bigger on her character in her career. Now that is going to be something to see. Now again, the Women's Tag Team Title Championships: Rhea and Io versus Liv and Roxanne. Now everybody knows Rhea and Liv have a bit of a history together. Tag team partners, best friends until Rhea betrayed Liv, and that went through a whole situation, then another situation, then Dom got involved somehow, and now it's just back to square one where they're fighting for titles. Now, Rhea and Io have a past. From being enemies to sort of friends to acquaintances, back to enemies, back to acquaintances, back to sort of friends. Now they're best friends. Wow. Pretty crazy how it turned. Pretty crazy how, like, it's like that saying, the enemy is my friend. So for Rhea and Io, the enemy is my friend. But when it comes to Liv and Rhea, it's the enemy of my enemy is my enemy, and it's still my enemy. That's actually pretty funny when you put it that way. Now, Liv and Roxanne, they've been sort of friends recently since, of course, Dom got injured and he's now out for a few weeks due to a shoulder injury. Thankfully, no surgery, thank God. But I still don't know what the angle is here. Liv is happy that Raquel's going after the world championship, and I think that's great for her career. But for her to be friends with Roxanne, the woman who replaced her, Finn recruited her on top of that, and then the moment she was gone doing a movie in Japan, she tries to steal her crew, her best friend, and her boyfriend. Like, girl, how can you forgive her that quickly? Like, see, that's one thing I don't get. Like, you don't forgive Rhea for what happened to you all those years ago, but you quickly forgive Roxanne after she stole your best friend, stole your crew, stole your man. Like what am I missing here? Like, Liv, what is your exact angle here on the situation? I mean, who knows? Maybe we could see Liv betray Roxanne at our event tonight. If that happens, then I am sold. But we'll see later on tonight. Now, honestly, I'm not gonna talk about Gunther. I mean, it's whatever. In my opinion, he's a prick. So let's not get into that. But let's get into SmackDown. Actually, SmackDown. Oh my god! I've been saying for the past few weeks that SmackDown roster has gotten bigger and better than ever before. I mean, Trick Williams, a rookie, wanted to go for the WWE Championship. He literally skipped the tag team titles, the United States Championship altogether, and he goes to the main prospect of the company, which is the WWE Championship. And then on top of that, you got the Wyatt Six and the MFTs. They're still going at each other's throats, but now since the MFTs are the tag team champions, I'd still say the rivalry is still far from over. Plus, we might see a couple fights happening here and there leading up to the Royal Rumble. And man, if anybody for the Wyatt Six or the MFTs get into the Royal Rumble match, it will be a freaking crazy turn of events of that show. It's gonna be freaking amazing. Speaking of that, Roman Reigns is now declaring himself in the Royal Rumble. The tribal chief is coming back for the Royal Rumble, and that is gonna be freaking crazy. Like, imagine if he wins. If he wins, oh my god, he will have to choose either Drew McIntyre or a new person who wins the Royal Rumble or CM Punk. Like, if he wins, he's gonna have a big decision to make before WrestleMania hits. Now, like, SmackDown was just all crazy altogether. I mean, Trick and Sammy and Damien having that opening promo, Sammy coming back to his hometown with everybody cheering him on, saying he's never won the world title in his career, but this time he could once he beats the Fatal Four Way and goes to the Royal Rumble to face Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton, he has his mind straight to the match. Like, you know, he just want to do all like the silly little promos and the talks and saying like, no, he's the best. He has a title career or whatever. He's been a champion 14 times, almost 15 times. Like, this could be his time. This could be his year. Like, his eyes is focused on the prize, and he's gonna wait until tonight. Now tonight he's going to face Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and Sami Zayn. Now that match will be freaking incredible. Now, we all know Tasama Champa, he's now officially out of the WWE. His contract was up. He left WWE. There was no renewal, no talking, whatever. So now he's a free agent. But since he left, him and Johnny Gargano were DIY. They were the tag team champions. They had rivalries with Morrissey Machine Guns, MFT, Fraxium for a while. Pretty deadly, I think, that one match they had together. But now it's Johnny Gargano and his wife. Now, with tag team out of the picture, he's a singles guy now, and he could probably be gunning for the United States Championship, or better yet, he could be like Trick Williams and get to the WWE Undisputed Championship. Now that would be a definitely good surprise. Speaking of that, Drew McIntyre, oh my god, does he have a freaking mouth? Like, he does not stop talking. And on top of that, he talks crap about Sami Zayn and his son? Like, bro, we get it. We get it. You didn't win a championship. You were screwed up so many times. You had to leave your family, and you missed out a bunch of events like birthdays and Christmases and weddings and New Year's Eve parties. Like, shut up. Again, everybody has missed so important events of their life. Hello, like, Dominic Mysterio, he was working on his wedding anniversary. The day they shot the commercial for the 2K25 showcase game or whatever for the Tribal Chief and the Bloodline and stuff, yeah, he was working that day, and it was the same day of him and his wife's wedding anniversary. Like, come on, dude. Quit your whining and just be a champion like you always wanted to be, but not a crybaby one because that's just stupid. So the fact that he talks crap about Sami Zayn and his son, like, that was just over the top right there. That right there was over the top. But backstage, Sami Zayn smacked his ass silly and wiped the smug off his face. I'm like, ooh, you shouldn't have. I'm like, Drew, you shouldn't have talked crap about Sammy and his family. Now you're gonna get your ass kicked by the Royal Rumble. Now, whoever wins that match, I mean, as long as it's not Trick Williams, then I'll be happy whether it's Damian Priest or Sami Zayn or Randy Orton. But Trick Williams still has a long way to go, so I want him to win yet. Just saying yet. Now, the main event. Oh my god, the main event. What a freaking match! Especially Sami Zayn coming out. Now, I get where Damian Priest was coming from. He's like, no, look, dude, I love you, and I like the fact you like to help people, but you gotta stop doing that because every time you do, it just screws you. It keeps screwing you up, and later on in time. But he's right. Every single it's like if you look at the track record, every single time Sami Zayn went out to help people, he kept getting screwed over. He got screwed over with the bloodline. He got screwed over with Kevin Owens. He got screwed over by Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, what other people he got screwed over? Let's see, when he yeah, basically anytime he helps people or he teams up with somebody, he gets screwed over later on. Like, dude, for once you gotta be selfish. Better yet, be like the Sami Zayn you were when you were in the bloodline, selfish, inconsiderate, and you got what you wanted in the end. Be like that Sami Zayn just for one night. I'm saying just for one night, not every day, but just for one night to get the title you never got in your career. Do that, and you will be a Grand Slam champion before you even know it. Again, the main event fight was just freaking insane. And then Sami Zayn comes in, he beats the crap out of Trick Williams, and then Trick Williams beats up Sami Zayn, then Damian Priest. But then by the end, Randy Orton RKO's Trick Williams, and then Sami Zayn. I'm like, yes, this is what I wanted. Honestly, all I wanted how for SmackDown to end was for Randy Orton to come out, RKO a few people, and then we call it a night. That's what I wanted. I mean, come on. You can't not have a SmackDown and not let Randy Orton RKO a few people. It's just the way how it is. I mean, if he doesn't RKO people, then what's the point of having a SmackDown? Like, come on, people, think. It's literally how it goes every SmackDown. Matches, promos, whatever. But the key pivotal moment, whether the start of SmackDown or the end of SmackDown, Randy Orton has to RKO somebody. It's just the way it is every single SmackDown. So the fact that he RKO'd Trick Williams and then Sami Zayn, I'm like, that's it. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. So we got a little preview, a little taste of what's gonna happen tonight at Saturday main event. I mean, dude, like I said before, that Fatal 4-Way is going to be insane. Plus, for all my AAA fans out there, after Saturday main event, we are going to have AAA live today on Fox Sports, or of course, if you have YouTube, it will be live on YouTube tonight at 10 o'clock. And we're gonna see crazy shows, crazy matches. Santos Escobar is back at AAA. Venkingo is gonna face Dom Mysterio for the AAA Mega Championship. I mean, it couldn't get any better than this. And Saturday main event. Oh my God! Let's just say it's gonna be crazy, gonna be funny, and who knows? We might see people return, might not see people return, people turning heel, people turning babyface. Who knows? But it will be a show to remember. That's all I have for tonight, guys. Be sure to watch Saturday main event. And then AAA tonight at 10 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm because it is cold out there. Stay blessed, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.